What's up, Arizona? Thanks for logging on to the 12 Plus app for your TV. I'm Cameron Cox. Welcome into 12 Sports tonight on 12 Plus. As always, we're going to share you the important stories, the ones that matter, and introduce you to people that inspire. We're taking the show on the road this week. We are out here at Mortgage Matchup Center. Yes, the arena in downtown Phoenix has a new name as the Suns, of course, tip off their season. It's a very new-look Suns team, right? They got a new GM, new coach. They're younger. Hopefully they're hungrier. This team is going to be a lot of fun to watch. Coming up on the show, we're going to take you through all the pregame stuff. We got some cool interviews with the Suns. We're talking to Grayson Allen. We're talking to John Bloom. We're going to get you ready for their season. What should we expect from this new era of Suns basketball under new GM Brian Gregory and, of course, new head coach Jordan Knott? We'll get to that here in just a moment. But first, as always, every Wednesday night, we reveal our Friday Night Fever game of the week. Listen, there's some big-time matchups this week across high school football. Everybody, and I mean everybody, will have their eyes on Basha and Hamilton, the two top teams in the state, going at it. It's one of the biggest games in the entire country this Friday. But our Friday Night Fever game of the week, the one that you voted on, is a top battle in 2A. You got Scottsdale Christian at Arizona Lutheran. Congrats to those teams, guys. You will lead off the show Friday night on the Fever. Yes, we will be also out there at Hamilton and Basha. You know the drill. Highlights and scores from all over the valley this Friday night at 11:35 on the Fever. Plus, we are on the road every week. Tune in Friday night to see where Lena Washington is headed. Don't forget, every Thursday night we got live high school football on the 12 Plus app for your TV. And then we sum it all up every Friday night. So be a believer. Catch the Fever Friday night at 11:35. Good afternoon. Welcome out here to the arena in downtown Phoenix. Got the radio voice of the Suns, John Bloom. First of all, John, it's good to see you, my friend. How excited are you for this season of Suns basketball?
I'm pumped, man. I don't know. You probably can't see it, but I feel like I'm coming out of this jacket right here. Radio guys, we don't normally jack it up, but we do for opening night. You know, it's always a better energy on opening night, even though, you know, even when you have a team that you don't really know what you're going to get, and that might be the case this year in Phoenix, it still is that feeling of hope, and energy is great right now.
So take us through what you've seen from this team so far in the preseason, watching practices. What can Suns fans expect tonight?
Well, I think that's why my energy is as high as it is because what I have witnessed, not just in the preseason games. They did win 3 out of 4, and it was fun to watch a lot of the young guys get involved, especially in the preseason finale against the Lakers last week. But what I've seen in practice, I think, has been more enlightening. Maybe that's the word I'll use, just because I didn't know what to expect from this group either. I mean, there's so many new faces, a new coaching staff again, so you had a lot of questions going in, and I think I've already gotten a few answers. I think we'll wait to see how they perform tonight and into the regular season before we really settle in on a lot of the other answers, especially when you consider we haven't seen two of the biggest offseason acquisitions in uniform yet play in a game. That's Jalen Green and Mark Williams, and tonight we'll see one of them with the big fella making his debut.
That's right. All the rookies behind us right now. They got out here early to get some work in, but one guy who's not a rookie going into year 11, Devin Booker. How different? Well, we see a different Book this year. Gone is Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant. Without a question, this is his team. And what will we see from Book this year?
Yeah, I don't know how different he'll be. Maybe he'll flash back a little bit to the Book of 2020, 2021. We all remember what he was able to do and helping this team get all the way to the NBA Finals. I don't know that he necessarily will be able to accomplish that with the group that they have right now, but what I do expect is big things from Devin Booker. Not just statistically, leadership-wise, he's already stepped up in that area, but I think it's just going to be about him taking ownership of this group and making it a group that we can all be proud of watching basketball game in and game out here in the Valley.
That's what fans want to hear. John, we got about 30 seconds left. What should fans at home know about new head coach Jordan Knott?
I think he's got it all together. I think it's just going to take some time before he really gets a sense for what his style is going to be from a leadership standpoint. I know he's got all the basketball nuts and bolts down. He's got all that upstairs, and it's going to be about how he conveys that. And so there's some grace, I think, from me as well with regards to this coaching staff, learning what they've got here. And I think it might take a little bit of time, but I think it would be a big step to go and win Game 1 here tonight in front of your home fans against the Kings.
Here we go. The voice of the Phoenix Suns, John Bloom, joining us right here live on the court. Tip-off tonight against the Kings at 7 o'clock. We'll have much more coming up from here at 5 and 6. Real quick, John, show them your coat. Come on, show them the inside of your coat. There we go. Look at that.
I got the doors on tonight. Yeah, got to thank our folks with the custom tailors for making that happen. But yeah, you got to bust it out for Game 1, Cam. You know how it is.
He's styling, guys. Back to you.
That's his good luck charm right there.
Basketball, of course, back here on 12 News. Remember back in in the day. All those good Suns teams played right here on 12 News. And speaking of the Suns, this year's squad does not have many national expectations, right? But as we've seen in the preseason, this is a connected group, more so than we've seen here in years. They're going to play hard. They're going to be more fun to watch. And this will be a team the Valley can rally behind once again. Get fired up, folks. That arena is going to be rocking. Looking like this tomorrow night. Fans ready to see if these new-look Suns can go. They open against the Kings. Good mix of new, young, and old. Mark Williams there. Devin Booker going into year 11. Got that extension over the summer. New head coach Jordan Ott, of course, gone. Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal. You're going to insert young scores like Jalen Green, who's going to miss the opener with a hamstring injury, and the enforcer, Dylan the Villain Brooks. Look out for this mixture this year. I think it's going to be awesome to watch this team on the court. I think they'll be better than last year. And speaking of the NBA being back on 12 News, we're bringing back the Suns Jam Session and that old school 12 News 90s music. Tonight we are one-on-one with the old guy on the team, Grayson Allen. What are the butterflies? What are the feelings like as you get close to another season?
It's been a long off season, so I feel very ready and excited to get out there.
What's been the toughest part of this off season? Is just kind of how last season ended?
Yeah, a combination of that, how last season ended, and then when it ends early like that, you get more time in the off season to think about how short your season was, and it felt like off season training went forever this off season, and I'm glad they're back.
Yeah, here we go, they are back. What have you most enjoyed about this new group and this new team?
A very fun group to play, to compete with, and our even pickup that started like mid-summer is super competitive. But all of our scrimmage days, every time we come in and say we're going to play live, it's a fun day.
More so than years past, would you say?
I think so, and a lot of that comes from just having a super young team. Really the spirit of the whole group, like these scrimmages in practice turn into playoff games really quickly. But that's a fun thing to come in a couple times a week and do.
You mentioned that we saw Dylan's eye the other day. He talked about how competitive practice has been. Is that just kind of the temperature in the room when you guys get on the floor?
One of my teammates got me.
Yeah, I mean, things get physical, and I mean, in his case, there was nothing intentional about it. It was him being physical, and more like his face got in the way of an elbow than an elbow found his face, but it feels like the only way this group knows how to play.
So the biggest drama so far with this team is who is going to be Villain Jr. We all know Dylan Brooks, that's his nickname, being the villain out there, the enforcer. He named Colin Gillespie the guy. Are you bummed that you didn't get votes for that?
No, I don't think I can qualify to be a Villain Junior right now.
I mean, you're kind of sneaky in your way, right? Tough, physical, get after it on defense.
I don't know if the junior name suits me right now. I think that's more fitting for Colin.
You've been around the league a long time. You've been here a while now. What is it like to be in the NBA this long and kind of find a home here in Phoenix in a way?
It's awesome this is going into my 8th season. A dream come true to be able to make it to the NBA, yet alone stay this long. And I've been in a couple different places, but as soon as game 1 starts, it'll be the longest I've been in one place, which is 3 seasons. So it's been nice. I love it here in Phoenix. I love the group we have. Like it's fun to be in a place you love and play for a team and with a team that you believe in. So there's not much more I can ask for.
Family-wise, to have your daughter here, correct? And I mean, does that even make kind of this even feel more like home?
It does. Yeah, now we kind of have our roots planted somewhere, and she'll be 1 year old soon. So it's been really cool seeing her grow, and she's growing to love Phoenix too. It's become a place where we're making a lot of memories as a family.
You have a favorite thing to do in the Valley?
I recently took up golfing more, so
you got your clubs fitted, right?
Yeah, I got clubs fitted.
Favorite club in the bag, and what are you shooting?
I had a good month with the driver. I'm gonna say it's a favorite, but tomorrow you could ask me the same thing and it'll be the least favorite. But I'm gonna say driver right now. My lowest round from like the back tees is a 79.
And you're good at golf.
I don't know. I had a day where everything, like I still got, if you look at my last 10 rounds, I still got some 90s in there. And
so you're human.
Yeah, I got the potential to shoot a 79 every now and then.
If you're shooting in the 90s, Grace, you can play with Troy and I. Hey, Suns practice has also got some star power in the building. What's up, two-time Suns legend Steve Nash is a regular at practice these days. The former two-time MVP is a senior advisor and, of course, good friends with head coach Jordan Ott. Nash gave Ott his first assistant job while he was the head coach in Brooklyn. So any advice before game 1?
I mean, he just said just enjoy it right there. He's been around a lot. Felt what the camp has felt like. It's a big deal for me too. So, and I didn't know him before he came to Brooklyn at all, and it was post-bubble, so it was really hard to even meet or interact at that time in New York City. So he took a chance on me, very thoughtful as a head coach, and now I get to see him as a friend or as a mentor. Every minute you spend with him, you learn because he's that much of a deep thinker.
Guys, I think I speak for all Suns fans. It's great to have two-time Steve Nash in the building. It can't be a bad thing whatsoever.
He looks right at home, too.
He looks right at home, and it's got to be cool to learn and soak up with all that knowledge he has. Been around the game a long time, so I think it's cool that the head coach and him are really good friends.
Cam, what do we have to look forward to on 12 News as far as the
Yeah, we got games every Tuesday night all throughout the season, and then once football season is over, Sunday night football's over, we'll have games Sunday night right here on 12 News 2 as well with the NBA.
About basketball.
And speaking of basketball, check this out. We went through our newsroom today, and we just played some hoops. Look at KT, one of our digital producers. She's got some handles.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
She sure does.
Yeah.
And she's a huge Mercury fan.
Yes, she is. Look at Lindsay Riley. Lindsay, there you go.
Oh, Lindsay, you have some skill.
What's bigger, Crystal or the future baby?
Baby bump.
And then we got Chris.
Oh, nice.
See, that's what the weather people do down here when no one's here. They dribble the basketball.
All this hidden talent.
I know, in the newsroom, right? There's OC. There's producer Kevin. Apparently he can dunk. Look, this is my favorite. Look at Bram. There you go, Bram. He's looking for a tryout after this. He told me after this video goes live,
I think
he would like some kind of tryout. He thinks he still has some skills here or there. Will Pitts, Chase
nice
Golightly.
Okay.
We have some fun, guys. Basketball is back on 12 News. We're super excited. It's going to be a fun year. Every Tuesday night, come hang out with us, and we'll have a lot of good things for you coming this year. Can't wait. All right, big honor at the ASU game, celebrating this year's class of the ASU Hall of Fame. 6 Sun Devil legends getting this honor and joining a forever place in ASU history. Names like Ryan Bader, the 75 football team, and former ASU men's basketball star Jeff Ferris. Look at him, shades and all, who joins us, by the way, live in studio. Jeff, first of all, it's good to see you, man.
Man, I'm glad to be here.
Congrats on this honor. Just take me through this weekend. I've seen you light up all weekend, what it's meant to be here. What's this weekend been like to celebrate and to be inducted into the Sun Devil Hall of Fame?
Honestly, man, it's been a little tough to put into words. I know this is something I know I'm going to be able to quantify a little later in life, 10 years from now. But I've just been spending the whole weekend soaking it in, absorbing everything, sharing it with my family. And like people said, just, let people celebrate you.
Yeah. What do you remember? We were on campus at the same time, got to watch you and that James Harden, Derek Glasser kind of team lead the Sun Devils to 25 win seasons, NCAA tournament appearances. What do you remember from your time as a Sun Devil?
Oh, man, definitely one game that sticks out. We were playing at U of A. I was always just crazy down there, especially in McHale.
Yes.
And we were going into halftime, sitting down in the locker room. Herb's getting ready to start talking to us. And Ty, taps me on my shoulder. And he's like, hey, Jeff, what's that in your hair? I'm like, man, what are you talking about, Ty? Like, lock in. And he's like, no, there's something in your hair. Touch my hair. Man, somebody had spit on me.
Oh, no.
No, it was crazy. I didn't even think it was possible, right? So, man, we walked back out. I'm looking at the student section ready to throw blows. Like, man, which one of y'all did this? And then whatever we get to the game, man, we smacked them so good.
Hey.
I remember watching the fans leave at towards the end of the game, walking to the eggs. I'm just standing at half court waving at everybody thank you for coming again. I appreciate y'all.
No better feeling like for a Sun Devil to do that too.
Absolutely.
Jeff, when you think about your time at ASU and what it's done for you, can you put that into words for us? What does ASU mean to you and your time there as a Sun Devil?
Man, it means not everything, but it's probably one of the most important decisions I made in my life to leave California and come out here to the Valley. As soon as I got out here after my visit, came here for summer school, fell in love with it, dove into school, graduated early. My alma mater is so important to me. I haven't left. I've been here the whole time, and now being retired is just the perfect place for me. I love it here.
Yeah. You get to tell your kids all these stories this weekend and everything?
Oh, man, some of them, my daughter's 12, so she kind of looks at me a little bit like, Dad, you ain't that cool.
She doesn't know yet.
Nah, but that's all right, though. When you're walking around, you got, the whole sold-out stadium cheering and congratulating you. It kind of changes their tone a little bit, but, we'll see.
Yeah, that's really special. Looking back on your NBA and professional basketball career, what stands out? You won a championship in 2013-14 in that season. How
brought the look at
there you go. Got to show off the ring. Right
Suns
to the
fans,
camera.
Suns
There
fans,
you
you
go.
won't like it. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry, Suns fans, but it's well deserved. It's well earned when you win a title.
Hey, it's for the Valley, you know.
Absolutely.
In one way.
But yeah, you come away with the pinnacle of the NBA experience. I mean, what was that like to just live your dream in that way?
Honestly, it was insane. Just another thing that I didn't take for granted, but I didn't really understand until I kind of was out of it playing overseas, and then now being at the end of my career, just knowing I can call people like Tim Duncan, Danny Green, Matt
Just
Bonner.
call them?
Yeah, no, these are my guys. Like, you know, people that are legends. You know, Manu, Tony, like Coach Pop. Like, these are people that whenever I see them, it's not like, oh man, you're like kind of familiar. It's open hugs and what's up, brother? Like, how you doing, champ?
Yeah.
I mean, just hearing Tim Duncan say, what's up, champ? Like, it's just, I don't know how to describe it, man. It's pretty cool.
So special.
Yeah, Jeff, we got about 15 seconds left. Give us a little synopsis here of ASU basketball, where the program is at. What do you think the Sun Devils could do this year?
Man, I think they got a lot of potential. I've been at practice a couple of times, ran up and down with the guys, got a little contact.
There you go. Get them ready.
I got to, man. Like, but I think they're going to be really good. Coach Hurley's got them under control. Got a good bunch of guys. Got a great staff around them. You know, and you know, guys are here because they want to be here.
They're hungry guys.
Yeah, and with Graham Rossini as the AD, kind of directing the ship, man. They're bringing in the right kids, bringing in the right guys, just to keep building the program and representing maroon and gold.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna introduce you like this: Sun Devil, Hall of Famer, Jeff Ayers.
Ooh,
right.
Here in
so
studio
good.
with us.
That's right. Repping the maroon and gold. Congratulations, Jeff.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us. Give everybody forks up at home. There you
Yo,
go.
let's go, baby.
Go Devils. That's right. With the ring on it.
ASU fined $50K by the Big 12 for storming the field after that upset win over Texas Tech on Saturday. Devils were more than a touchdown underdogs, right? Coming off that bad loss to Utah and then knocked off the number 7 team in the entire country to get back in the college football playoff conversation. If you do the math, all of this, in my eyes, well worth the money, right? Speaking of ASU, congrats to wideout Jordan Tyson, named Big 12 Player of the Week on the offensive side. Tyson had 10 catches for $105 and a touchdown. He had a bad tire, too, as well. He was limping around in the second half, still came up with a clutch catch on 4th down on ASU's game-winning drive.
Jordan battled through, two different, cramps, tears, whatever, things, and, made a big-time play in the biggest moment of the game, and that's just a testament. That's a guy who's going to probably be the first wide receiver taken in the draft.
Yeah, that's my guy, and he's going to have such a successful career throughout the NFL because of the type of person he is, the way that he produces when the lights come on. He's a better player when the lights come on.
I do not like that Kenny Dillingham said tears, by the way. Cardinals on a bye week. Look at this. Running back James Conner out in the community, signing for fans at Sam's Club in Tempe, then hosting a camp out there at Westwood High School. First time we talked to Conner since his season-ending foot injury in week 3. Tells me the rehab is going well after surgery, but it's even more painful watching his team lose 5 straight games. He misses it, and the fans miss him.
Oh, they just miss me being out there, stuff like that. So, I felt the love, and, I miss being out there, too. It's going good. I'm healing up nice. Rehab is going smooth. So, just taking it one day at a time, day by day. The guys, they doing good. They keeping their spirits up, and they working hard. And so I try to be around as much as I can. We right there from turning the corner, so we'll be all good.
Yeah, guys, James has faith that this team is going to get right at some point. It's been tough for the Cardinals. They lost him. They lost backup Trey Benson for a little while, too, as well.
DeMarcado
is injured, banged up, too, as well. Yes, they're banged up a little bit in the running back spot moving forward. They got the toughest remaining schedule in football, 2 weeks left before Monday night against
Otherwise, everything else was great with
everything else is Well, they got issues at quarterback. We got a long list. Joining us now, former Cardinals quarterback Brett Hundley. Brett, good to see you. They can't finish games. Why? What's the issue?
It's hurting me week in and week out. It's sad to say, but it's also something that we can speak to. The last 3 games, they've went into the 4th quarter up by 7 points. Mm-hmm. And we're talking about the same thing every single time.
Yeah, well, it's getting to the red zone and then unable to get 6 out of that trip, and the field goal's not going to cut it with a lot of these teams.
No, yeah. I mean, when you're playing teams like this is the NFL. I mean, and like I'm drafted to the Packers, so I got a little bias this week coming in. But we're talking about the Green Bay Packers. We're talking about Indianapolis last. These are really great teams. Mm-hmm. You have to finish, and this was the same things that we were talking about at the beginning of the season. So somehow, some way, we have to find a way to close this game.
If you were in that locker, how much pressure would would you feel now? Like, you know you have to win 80, 90, 95% of your games to be in that playoff conversation now?
The hard part is we're 2-5 right now. We're last in the division. The division is doing amazing. You got Seattle, everything else. They sort of got to pull UCLA right now, and hopefully it's going to go 3 wins in a row, 3, 4, 10 wins in a row. But we'll see. And it's not like we have an easy schedule going down the stretch. So these next couple games are really going to be a defining point of what we're going to do this year.
We talked about it, Lita. This first stretch was supposed to be the easy
favorable.
Yeah. And then we all knew it was going to get harder. Now it's got to get harder, and they got to win.
Well, I think that was indicative in that Saints game where it was a team that they were supposed to get a win in convincingly, and they struggled there. But you're going to struggle when you're lining up against Micah Parsons. I mean, he was basically getting anything he wanted. Game wrecker. Jacoby Brissett fighting for his life to stay in the pocket. But what do you see of this premier player, and how difficult is it to perform against that?
I mean, I will say for 4 years, $188 million, $120 million guaranteed, they got every penny of what they paid this man, and I'm happy for him. I mean, for a team to come from Dallas and not to be paid look at what he's doing. He had 2 sacks leading up to this game. Everybody was like, all right, what is it? He has 3 sacks this game. He had about 1 million pressures. Every play I saw him back there running around Jacoby. So he is just a game wrecker.
And that's in Jacoby's mind. Like when you're back there, you know it.
Oh, as a
feeling.
Yeah, as a quarterback, if I'm back there and I'm at the top of the drop, if I'm feeling presence, that really gets to you over time. So you got to get the ball out, and Micah is just, taking over this game.
He said he'll take the pressure. He'll get right back up, and we hope to see that happen.
Jacoby was fun to watch once again, Brett. Tough as can be, hung in the pocket, I thought, really well. What did you see from Jacoby in his second start of the year?
I love what I have seen from Jacoby. Speaking as a backup, to come in that position and to lead this offense the way that he's done. Last week versus Indianapolis, they tied for the season high, which is 27 points. They look good on offense. This week they come in and this wasn't a game where I'm like, man, I wish we could get things going. They were moving the ball consistently down the field, and we just had tough breaks. But I like this. He was taking everything the defense was giving him. He made some big plays, and I think he's doing a phenomenal job in this offense.
Explosive have been hard for this offense to come by, and they've been able to produce a couple big-time plays in clutch moments and third-down conversions in these last 2 weeks.
Just relentlessly throwing the ball down the field. It's amazing. It's not every throw's going to be perfect, right? But you got to keep throwing it down the field. Keep throwing it down the field, and he made some big-time throws all game long. Now the question is that everyone's wondering. They're going to go back to Kyler in Dallas, it seems like. Would you go back to Kyler?
I think because we paid Kyler, absolutely. The thing that this is a business at the end of the day. So you look at production and what people are getting paid. So when you're looking at Jacoby coming in here for the past 2 games, putting up the numbers he has, you don't see a drop with him or Kyler right now. So then you got to start thinking like, where's the value that we're getting? Kyler's been paid. He's our franchise quarterback. I still believe in him. He needs to be out on that field. We're paying him the money. But then when you start looking at the film, we got to start seeing something pop.
So in other words, they're going to go back to Kyler. But that there could be some pressure.
Absolutely.
Has Brissett done enough to earn another start in these first 2?
I don't think enough, just because of these 2 games. Kyler was injured. He comes back. Regardless of the fact, Kyler needs to be out there. Jacoby did a great job these 2 games. If Kyler starts struggling, that is going to create a lot more pressure for Kyler that the fans, everybody's going to be like, all right, we want to see Jacoby.
There we go. All right, we'll get you out there on this, Brett. This tush push on 4th and 1. JG said it looked a little awkward. What did you see here? Did you like the call? Man, it looked like a long one, like 1.5.
That's like a 1. Yeah, that's dang near a 2. Look, my biggest thing, we're not the Eagles. Like we're not the Eagles.
Kelsey is not there.
Yeah, we're not. And if I'm calling a game, and I don't mind the play call. As an aggressive play caller, I'm calling to win the game. This call, to me, that is a very long 1 yard. I'm calling, some type of trick run or, something different than this. I mean, you got to. I trust the O-line, but no, I'm not calling.
They had Bam Knight pushing in the back. Like, get Kelvin Beachum, get an O-lineman in there to push, or a defensive lineman. Real quick, should they keep the tush push? Ban it? Do you like it? Yes, no?
I mean, it's one of those things. I say they keep it just because we're all complaining, but you got to stop it first. So that's where I'm at.
Brett Hundley here in studio, always bringing it. Hey, don't forget, we got the NBA back on NBC this year. Every Tuesday night, you can watch NBA games on 12 News, and we got 5 Suns games this year starting in November. It'll be an exciting time for 12 Plus, NBC, and of course all of us here, right here on Channel 12. Don't forget, we'll see you back here Sunday night for 12 Sports Tonight at 10:30. I'm Cameron Cox. Have a great night.